girls, welcome to my January TBR. It's cold, it's the beginning of a year, and I ain't making any decisions for the first TBR of this month. So, basically, I am using random number generator to choose my TBR of this month. There is a book that I actually need to read for this month, which is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I will be reading this for my booktube book club, and I'll be doing a live show on this. I'm not too sure when the live show is going to be, but once I get to 75% of this, then you will see a live show pop up, basically. I'm not good with deadlines, so that's why we're doing it in a awkward manner, but this is the first book that's going on the TBR. I've already done my first random number generator, and I actually had to hunt for this book. We have 172 books on my physical TBR, 30 books on my Kindle, and then we also have 2 books that my nieces have let me borrow, which is The Dinner Lady Detectives and Anne of Green Gables, which I do need to read these at some point, so these are included in the random number generator as well. So in total, we have 404 books for the random number generator to choose from. It has chosen one from my physical TBR at the moment, which is book 131, and that is The Mother Code by Carol Stivers. Will they save us or destroy us? It looks like a sci-fi. I'm going to read the blurb out. It is a sci-fi. So the first book is something out of my comfort zone, but at least I will be reading this. This TBR is for the first episode of TBR Takedown. It's 2049, a bioweapon is out of control and has begun to annihilate Earth's population. In a race against time to save humanity, scientists design large-scale robots in which genetically engineered children will be incubated, birthed, and raised. Years later, Kai is born in America's desert southwest. His only companion, his robot mother, Rosie. Utterly alone, he is dependent on her for survival, but as he and the other children scattered over the desert begin to grow and emerge from their hiding places, their mothers also begin to change, but in frightening ways. It's down to humanity's last survivors. Is it time to destroy the mothers before they destroy them? It sounds like Terminator, and it sounds like a sci-fi horror, so quite excited to read this month. Let's do our second book. I'm going to be doing 6 books with the random number generator, so I have a choice of what I can read. So we have book 195. That is on my physical TBR as well. Let me just go grab the book. Okay, so it did land on Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I have already read this one. So this gives me an excuse to actually continue this series and start Starsight in January. So I've already read this. I gave it 4. I think I gave it either 4.5 stars or 4.75 stars, and I really enjoyed my time with it. Are we having a sci-fi January or something? Because this is sci-fi too. And I'm not going to read the blurb of this, but I'll read the blurb of Skyward for you. So if you feel interested to read this series, then you can have a go at it. But this is going to also be in continuation station because it's a series. Okay, so interesting so far. The world has been under attack for hundreds of years. An alien race called the Krell leads onslaught after onslaught from the sky in a never-ending campaign to destroy humankind. Humanity's only defense is to take their ships and fight the enemy in the skies. Pilots have become the heroes of what's left of the human race, and Spencer has always dreamed of becoming one of them. but the chances of that happening were slim to none, at least until the Krell doubled their attacks. It's possible that humanity's desperation to survive will finally take us skyward. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. So, actually quite happy that I'm going to be continuing this series. This is the first series of 2026 that I'm going to be continuing. Let's go. Very happy about that. Okay, book number 3 is not on my physical TBR. This is on my Kindle. It's book number 375. So, got a little bit of a genre change. It has landed on Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This was on December's TBR, but very, very happy that it has chosen this one. That means I can start one of the vlogs that I need to start. So, welcome to Phantasma. There are only 2 rules to the game. Stay alive and don't fall in love. When Ophelia's sister disappears, there's only one way to save her. Ophelia must enter Phantasma, a deadly contest inside a haunted mansion, and claim its prize, a single wish. Phantasma is a maze of twisting corridors and lavish ballrooms of demons and temptations. Ophelia will face 9 challenges, each more dangerous than the last. There can only be one winner, and the other contestants will stop at nothing to eliminate their rivals. Every day the house creates new monsters, but just as Ophelia's fears threaten to overwhelm her, a mysterious stranger offers her a bargain. Charming, arrogant, and infuriatingly attractive, Blackwell claims he can guide her through the lethal trials ahead. All he asks in return is 10 years of her life. Ophelia knows she shouldn't trust him. Blackwell doesn't seem dangerous, but appearances can be deceptive. Worse still, she feels a dark and irresistible attraction drawing them closer and closer. Her life is on the line, but in Phantasma, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. So, we have a dark fantasy romance and 2 sci-fi so far. That's changed up the genre of January a little bit. We also have a romance, which is in my book club. So what is the 4th book going to be? 4th book is book 192, which is on my physical TBR. Really wants me to read my physical TBR this month. Okay, this one I am going to have to get from the library because I don't have the first 2. It did land on Moonsong, which is book number 9 of Vampire Diaries. And, like I say, I'm going to have to borrow the first one from the library this month. At least it's getting me to start series, I guess. But we're going to put this on my TBR just so I know that I need to read the first Vampire Diaries book. Okay, so that was book number 4. Yeah, that was book number 4 because Phantasma was book number 3. Yes. Right, book number 5 is on my physical TBR. Book 147. Oh my days, it is picking on me about my series this month. So, we landed on The Twisted Ones by Scott Cawthorne and Kira Breed Risley. I have read the first one. This is the second one in the main Five Nights at Freddy's trilogy. So, it really wants me to read my series this month. It's the 3rd series that we've had. No, 4th series, actually, because Phantasma is part of the series as well. But I'll read the blurb of Silver Eyes. 10 years after the horrific murders at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that ripped their town apart, Charlie, whose father owned the restaurant, and her childhood friends reunite on the anniversary of the tragedy and find themselves at the old pizza place. which had been locked up and abandoned for years. After they discovered a way inside, they realized that things are not as they used to be. The 4 adult-sized animatronic mascots that once entertained patrons have changed. They now have a dark secret and a murderous agenda. Oh my days. So, Mother Code Starsight. Right. Last book number 6, is book number 38, which is on my physical TBR. Okay. We landed on another series. So it landed on the second one in this series, but I have not even read the first one. So I guess I'm starting two series this month. Or it wants me to start 2 series this month. Suddenly it's a world without adults. In Perdido Beach, all the kids under 15 have been trapped, cut off from the outside world. Sam Temple and his friends join the fight for survival, but when some kids start to develop strange powers, everyone is forced to choose a side. So there you have it, guys. We have our January TBR, which mostly is series. So, I'll hold it up. We have Fine Print, which I need to read for my book club. Mother Code we have Mother Code, we have Starsight, we have Moonsong, but I will be reading the first Vampire Diaries instead of this one because I've not even started this series. Twisted Ones, and Gone. Now, we also have Phantasma on my Kindle. So, six books on this TBR are from series. What am I doing? Okay, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me on this little journey with my TBR. And stay cozy and grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I'll see you in the next video.